Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Jerome. Just come with you with a thought for today. Let me go find it here. Matthew 20:28. Even as the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and not to give his life as a life to give his life as a ransom for many. So we see right here in Matthew 20:28. Even as the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. Often, we go through life and everything thinking about many things. But do we think about this? Even our Messiah came not to be served, but to serve. He was the example for us. Even from the very beginning, when our Father created us and done all these wonderful things, He created a world without sin, a world that was beautiful and perfect and everything, but yet we messed up. And He continued throughout our history and so forth as we see how we backslid and how we defiled Him in so many ways by not keeping His commandments. And we see today what that has gotten us. But He loved us so much, He continued to serve us, to do for us, to create things for us, to make sure we had the things that we need. But yet we still wanted to do things our way. We wanted to test these things. And He tells us to test these things to make sure that these things are of Him. Make sure these spirits and things that we see and hear and God to challenge us and so forth in ways that are not of Him. And we get distracted so easy and so forth. But He knew that we would have to test these things for ourselves. And when we do, we see that our Father's word does not come back void, that He is an Elohim, that His word is perfect. It is true when we put it to the test and when we use these things. And we've gotten away from trusting Him and so forth. But from the very beginning, acts of service for us, sending His Son service for us. What other gods in history do you know has done this? Has given their very Son and the service to you. Even the angels serve us. That's why they fell. They became jealous and so forth. And we see our great adversary and so forth, the devil, and everything caused him to sin because he didn't want to do our Father's will and to keep His will. And as we see these things, He has already done so much for us, and He continues to do so much for us. And our Messiah, Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, has gone to prepare a place for us, still acts of service, doing things for us, creating a place for us that we will dwell with Him. But those who are like-minded, those who seek Him, those who have taken up their cross to be like our Messiah. So are you serving today? Who are you serving? Are you serving yourself? Are you serving these fallen gods of this world? Or are you serving the one true Elohim which created all things? And by reading the scriptures and studying these, you can see these things for yourself. You can know that He is who He says He is by testing these things for yourself. Don't believe what I say. Look them up for yourself. All throughout scriptures and everything, you will see how much He has given, how much acts of service. That is one of our Father's most favorite things to do for us. And one of His greatest love gifts towards us is acts of service. And He asked us to do these things ourselves. Did our Messiah even wash the apostles' feet? And He told them, the least of these shall be the greatest in my kingdom. And people that serve, do we go out to eat and so forth and everything? Yeah, they get paid, a salary and so forth. But all the things that they have to go through, if you ever be a waiter yourself and you know what these people go through, you will appreciate them a lot more, especially when they give you really good service. Then our Father gives us excellent service. We need to praise Him every day. We need to show love and compassion every day towards our brothers and sisters. He tells us in Ephesians chapter 4 to endure one another in love and truth. What is love and truth and everything? It's His word. It's His very word. And when we put our brothers before ourselves and everything, that's when the true blessing comes. I've done this thing for myself. Before, when I was younger, I was a very selfish kid. It was all about me, 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 me. But as time has gone by, I have seen these things, and the Father has humbled me. And I'm very thankful for that. Because I can see now in my giving I get. That's when I get to see the blessings that the Father get to be that witness, to see these things, to see him working. That's why he said, become a vessel, for him to dwell in, make our bodies holy temple acceptable to him so that he can dwell in us. He's not going to dwell in somebody that is simple, out in the world, doing his own way, doing his own will. Our minds have to line up with him. That's why we stay in perfect peace when our mind and heart is stayed on him. As we see that his word does not come back void. He is an Elohim. He gives us truth, whether we want to accept it or not. But I challenge you today to give service to your brothers without wanting anything in return. All you get is what you give. So continue to give and you will get. And you've heard that many times before. You get what you give. You give what you get. It's something to think about. So do something nice for someone today. Compliment them. Smile. Thank them. Simple thank you goes a long way. But do something for your brother that goes out of your character, and continue to try to do that once a week. Before you know it, you will see the blessings that will come your way. And watching that person that you have helped and so forth, whether it's a kind word or it's to help them out, with a little bit of money, if they are down in that area and so forth. Or simply just go over and cut somebody's grass because they're sick or hurt or something. Or do a simple chore. Run an errand for someone and everything. And just let them know that you love them and that you're there for them. And I tell you, it just continues to grow and grow. Build those things. Set those things up in heaven for you. Lay your treasures up there, not here on earth. And do it from the heart. Don't do it to get. Because those are the wrong ways. Those are the wrong motives. Because I've done that as well. It's not as pleasing. It's not as satisfying. It's when you do it without wanting anything in return. And when you do this, brothers and sisters, I tell you, the Father sees you, will smile upon you, will bless you with the things that you need, because he sees your heart, and your heart is in it to do it because you care about that person and you want to help someone and everything. So I'll challenge you today, acts of service. Ponder those things. Think on those things. There are many verses in the scriptures that talk about these things. And I want you to do it for yourself. I'm not going to give you the verses. I want you to look them up for yourself. I want you to study them for yourself. And I tell you, when you start doing that, you will see that we are falling short. We're falling way behind. So if we would help our brothers more and their sisters do these things and everything, we will want for nothing because we are the body. Be that light to the world that he asks us to be and everything. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this. Love you all. Have a blessed weekend and stay safe. Shabbat Shalom.